Hello, children. Did you know that King Shlomo was not only the wisest man who ever lived, but he could also understand the language of every creature, even the tiniest bird? One sunny morning, King Shlomo walked out into the royal gardens to enjoy the warm breeze. The flowers were dancing gently in the sunlight, and the trees whispered soft songs as the wind brushed their leaves. As he wandered through the garden, King Shlomo heard the chirping of some little birds. He smiled. He loved listening to them. So he quietly hid behind a fig tree and began to listen. One of the little birds puffed up her chest and chirped proudly.
Did you know that King Shlomo is the king even over all the birds?
But another little bird laughed and said,
Nonsense, he can't even fly. We can soar high above him, and our true king is the mighty giant eagle.
Before the birds could say another word, King Shlomo stepped out from behind the tree, smiling wisely. "You're right," he said kindly. "I cannot fly like you do, but Hashem made me king over all living things. And because you said this, you will now go and bring me the giant eagle himself." The little bird's feathers trembled.
Mami, all the way to the giant eagle? He lives far beyond the mountains. And what if he eats me?
King Shlomo nodded gently and said, "Do not fear. If anyone tries to harm you, tell them that King Shlomo sent you. They will not touch a single feather on your head." And so, with her tiny heart beating fast, the brave little bird flapped her wings and set off on her journey. She flew over sparkling rivers, through green valleys, and across great deserts. But soon, the heat of the giant desert burned her wings and dried her throat. She landed near a small puddle to take a sip of water, when suddenly, a long hissing sound came from behind a rock.
"Who dares to drink from my puddle?"
hissed a snake, his golden eyes glowing. The little bird chirped quickly.
Please don't hurt me. I was sent by King Shlomo to call the giant eagle.
The snake paused, surprised. Then he nodded slowly.
"Ah, King Shlomo, if you travel in his name, then I will help you."
He slithered closer and said,
"Climb on my back, little one. I'll carry you part of the way, but not too far. The giant eagle might think I'm lunch."
So the bird hopped carefully onto the snake's smooth back, and together they glided across the hot sand, leaving a long, wiggly trail behind them. When the desert began to fade into cliffs and high mountains, the snake stopped.
"This is as far as I go.
He said kindly.
From here, you must fly alone."
The little bird thanked him and began to flap her wings again, but the wind grew strong, and her tiny wings grew tired. She was falling, tumbling toward a steep cliff, just as she thought she'd fall forever. Whoosh! A shadow swept over her, and with a powerful flap, the giant eagle caught her in his talons and lifted her high into the sky. The bird gasped as she looked up. The eagle was huge. His wings stretched wider than any tree, and his golden feathers shimmered like sunlight. The eagle looked down at her and asked in a deep, rumbling voice,
"Who are you, little one?"
She chirped nervously.
I was sent by King Shlomo. He is calling for you.
The eagle's eyes lit up with respect.
"King Shlomo, then let us not waste a moment."
And together They soared through the clouds, over valleys and rivers and hills, until they reached King Shlomo's grand palace. The wind rushed past them as they landed gently before the wise king. King Shlomo smiled warmly and said, "From now on, noble eagle, every so often you will show me the wonders of the world, the mountains, the seas, and the skies above." The giant eagle bowed his great head and replied,
With joy, my king.
And so from that day on, every once in a while, King Shlomo would climb onto the back of the giant eagle, and together they would soar high above the land, over deserts, forests, and oceans, seeing all the beauty that Hashem created. The people below would look up and shout with joy, "Long live King Shlomo, the wisest of all kings." What is the moral of the story, kids? Even the smallest and weakest among us can do something brave and great when we listen, trust, and believe in ourselves. And sometimes, a little bit of courage can take you all the way to the skies.